Okay, we're going to see if we can get through a short demonstration of this Hewlett-Packard transmission test set model 3551A. It's meant for telephony work back in the day when we had real telephones, linemen, and service. Yeah, with quality. Far cry from what we have today. Beautiful little thing. Basically what it is an oscillator and a detector and a switch here that switches between the terminals, which one is going to send, which one's going to receive. Okay, so we'll turn this bad boy on. Goes through a self-test with the 8888. And it comes up right now. It's in monitoring the frequency of the sending, and the frequency is 443 hertz. It does have an audio monitor, and hopefully you can hear that. I'll turn it up louder, but I don't want to compete with it. Okay, so we're at 443 hertz, and it has several ranges: 40 hertz to 1 kilohertz, 200 hertz to 6 kilohertz, 2 kilohertz to 60 kilohertz. We're in the 200 to 6 kilohertz. I'm going to change it to a 1 kilohertz. Or so. We can get within a hertz here. You know, I'm not going to waste too much time with that. I've wasted too much already. Okay. Then we can set a level. Now this is at minus 60 dBm. That's pretty low. We'll go to a number we can all remember, 0. You can fine-tune this. Okay? But I'm going to leave it at 0. There's 0. Okay, now we can go to the receive side. And we'll first go to level. Now this has been set to sending on this side, receiving on this side. There's no connection. We have no signal. So in order to make the receive side work, we have to connect it to the send side. So we'll plug in a couple of banana connections here. And okay, now we're reading DBRN, DB Renenkos, I think is what they were called. But get it off that and go to tone and normal. This was on noise mode. Okay, so remember the transmitter was set to 0 dBm, and I'm going to just increase it a touch. And now we'll go to the receiver, the send of the receive, 0 dBm. Frequency of transmission, 1000 hertz, flickering. Frequency of reception, 1000 hertz, flickering. There you go. You do have to set the proper impedance here. Well, you set an impedance. This is calibrated for a certain load impedance. If I take the load impedance out of the circuit, we add 6 dB into the receiver because there's no voltage division, power division at that point. So that's it. That's a quick and dirty demonstration of this. It's an oscillator with a nice level range of minus 60 dBm up to plus 10, and it has a frequency range 40 hertz to 60 kilohertz, and it has a receiver or a measuring system that allows you to measure the power in dBm and the frequency of the input signal. There you go. It was too long, but that's life.